What do you mean?
Well, let's discuss it. All right.
Okay. Give me one second.
Oh, hey, just to be clear, you two are not in trouble if, you know, if there's any thoughts of that. Whatever, you know, this stuff with the blood or whatever, the guy's already fucked anyways, but we should do our best to contain it, right?
Okay, I think
All
we'll
right.
be fine.
Yeah, easy. All right. Ventura was right there when I said we cannot fucking get his name out because he's quite literally providing us information. Fuck! Fuck!
Right. Wait. Hey, roll it back a little bit. Roll it. Wait. So, I need the context. What do you mean?
Yesterday we got done dealing with an 8 to 10 hour scene, in which
the end of it.
You're at the end of it. Yep. We discovered that one of the individuals was Lang Buddha, who was there for a completely different reason, attempting to infiltrate. Upon the discovery of this, I explicitly told Bean, Maeve, and Ventura that his name cannot show up on anything so that it can be put, so that he could be handled appropriately. Now, mind you, that Lang had to pass out in the cells and was then subsequently migrated over here to interrogate him with his involvement, etc., etc. The why is because it involved Ming. The why is because it involves the faceless. And his name showing up on a report means that it gets out to the public, and then now Lang's life is in danger, as well as New Babylon. So effectively, we'd be opening the door to a war between two gangs. Right.
And then Jenna collected evidence.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
Rightfully so. Documented the
She did
evidence.
nothing wrong. Yes.
And then he wrote her statement, which obviously involved his name, and then matched the blood, right? And further established his name on the report.
She did what you would normally expect.
Yeah, no, she did. She did her job. I think that... it's more a confusion thing.
And confusion is fine.
They don't have the context. They think that Springfield did something wrong, and they're just trying to do due diligence.
The
right?
due diligence as a command member, and I just got done telling my own command this. We need to ingrain this in folks. What should you do? I am confused.
Well, contact you.
No.
Is what?
Yes, immediately. How long have
if Jenna wasn't privy to that information,
Ventura
then of course,
was. He was quite literally next to being in the cells. Riker was present. Maeve was present. Ventura was present. Bean was present.
Yeah, but must have documented this after.
No.
Right?
Understood. However, right, like this is, I'm going to get to something, right? And this is why I made it very clear that I don't think they did anything wrong here, right? But I think that we need to, as a police department, and this goes across the board, is when there is confusion, you call the lead, right? I also think inherently when the moment you see it's in the report, now I saw that, right? And there is confusion or like, hey, this is an issue, you probably want to call Maeve, who you know is processing, and Brian, who you know who is processing. You don't sit on it. You have to act immediately, right? Do you think that's an unfair, abnormal position?
I think it's right. We've clarified here. Jenna was just doing her job, right?
Correct.
Now, I'm unsure of the timeframes of. I don't know if Jenna wrote that information after Ventura had gone sleep.
No,
I don't know
it
if
was yesterday
Ventura
evening.
had
So
communicated.
I'll give you
that
the
information,
timeline.
right?
Yeah, I'll give you the timeline. So I noticed it yesterday. I don't think the blood thing is the end of the world, right? Now having interrogated Lang, he's going in for murder too, among some other things. The key here is that he faces the appropriate charges while simultaneously, what do you call it? While simultaneously, you know, while simultaneously, we ensure that when that when his plea deal is posted, because he's going to plead to it, it is not showing up on the docket or showing up in any police reports, because you know what's going to happen, right?
Of course.
Yeah.
What's going to happen? I don't know. Sorry.
Any number of our 300 cops are going to let the public know. Which, you ready for this?
Right.
Already occurred. Not because of the blood, mind you.
No, of course.
Now, that is the unfortunate reality we live in. Is that people are doing the right thing, and because they are not cops for the right reasons, they make a decision to go and stir and other things that then put lives in jeopardy, right?
No, see, that's right. However, I think that how the situations occurred. So you've told Ventura to obviously not speak about the situation, correct?
Do not mention who we got in custody. Right.
So
now I want to make it clear, it was Maeve and I who came down. Ventura being sort of came down voluntarily. It is what it is. They're interested to see what's going down, right? Look, people do that. I'm not going to stop them.
No,
right?
I understand that, and that isn't what I'm getting at. I think
correct.
Jenna's done her job.
She's done
her job correctly, as she does.
Yes.
And Ventura has kept that information to himself, as stated. And now we've ended up in this situation where evidence has had to be removed. And I think,
yeah, I'll explain. I want to make sure. The reason I called you down here is not about this, by the way. I just want to close that topic because I was expecting this to be a you and I conversation.
No, that's fine.
And with them being here, I want to make it clear that I don't think this is that big of a deal. So I want to just say, hey, that would have been nice if this happens, just in general, just, call Maeve, call Brian, right? The ones you very well know have the answer to it, because what's going on, the answer can be given immediately instead of any state of confusion that could be 30 minutes, an hour, 3 hours, dooming, whatever the fuck typically comes out of it, right?
I think no. So their worry is that Jenna has obviously provided this information in a statement. It's then been removed by Springfield, and they're worried that obviously it could somehow impact her.
So they're dooming.
Because, like you say, some LSPD dumb folk could get hold of that information, that Jenna's information got removed, and you know what narrative they could push, which is their worry, which I understand.
Okay. Maeve did the processing, right? Let's put this into perspective. Ventura knows that Maeve did the processing, right?
I'm unsure. I'm not too clued up on the...
Ventura was standing there watching Maeve process Lang Buddha, and then was immediately and explicitly told, hey, we need to make sure this name doesn't come out, because having learned what we did as a part of his arrest, he fucking infiltrated the Faceless. Now, I am telling you this so that you have the context. This is not to be populated out regardless of how close, you know, like, you know, I've been entrusted with this information. You understand what I'm saying here, Frost.
Yeah.
And having been a witness to it, what I am pointing out here is, if you were like, why wasn't Maeve contacted or me? There is no room to have to do, right? Or be worried. You just ask the question.
Contacted by who? Oh, after the fact that it had been removed, right? No, I'm in agreement. They should have called you.
Yeah. So some of
obviously they wanted to raise it to me, which is also
fine
and
post facto, but you can also call me and be like,
I called you instead,
hey,
right?
I think that you being notified makes sense, but I don't think, I think these matters should be resolved sooner than that, right? Hey, this happened, FYI there, Frost. Hey, Knight, do you know what's going on with this? Hey, Maeve, do you know what's going on with this? Right? Because, number one, Jenna should not be in a state of worrying. And number two, at least one person has the answer.
Listen, I get that, but it's more how the situation, like, obviously, I mean, just to summarize it, right?
Am I being
unfair? Obviously, Ventura hasn't seen it till today. Jenna's obviously seen that her statement has been removed. She's worried that she's now involved in something that maybe she could be wrong because she doesn't have the context. And now we're at this conversation. And now we've got the context.
May I ask? Can I ask a simple question?
Of course.
Was Ventura there when Jenna was worried?
Yeah, they raised it to me together. Yeah.
Okay. Do you recognize that Ventura was there when we had Lang and was told by me?
Not to instruct anyone, right?
Yeah. Do they feel like they can't call me? Like, I'm confused.
I feel like they can. Obviously, it's a unique situation where maybe they were unsure of how to handle it, and they've spoke to me about it, right? And then I've told them it's as simple as ringing 9, and now we're here, right?
Okay.
But I think both of them are more than happy to approach you.
I don't want to dig into this any further because I think the answer is pretty obvious here, right? I would have liked, and I think this goes across with every law enforcement agency, that these, if we're dealing with a serious matter and you want to be involved in a serious matter, unless we don't give a shit about what happened to Ming or the hospital blowing up or a fucking 10-hour situation where I'm having to pop fucking Advil to keep shit moving forward, that I would just hope that someone that is in a command position would have at least the common sense to be like, hey, my partner here is concerned of something. Let me immediately call Knight or Maeve because I know that they were involved in this, instead of what is turning into a bigger deal than it is, because this is very small, right? And has the propensity to in turn make that sensitive piece of information go to more, like, how do I know how many other people were spoken to about this?
Well, I mean, it was in a statement for a long time as well, right? I understand, though. So essentially,
the communication requires that first step of, you know, if something's happening here, you find the answer to it, right? That should be step one. for everything we do. That's my opinion, at least.
Essentially, the situation here is the evidence was removed so that it could all be handled privately to protect a sensitive
Everything
right?
involving Lang has been migrated to a separate report. I just got done.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you how I came to learn about this, right? I've been working with Maeve since this morning to kick in the doors and continue wrapping up that crime scene from yesterday, right? She then noticed the new report that went in. And so I called Jenna. I'm like, hey, Jenna, we want to keep his name out of this for sensitive reasons. Could you move that to a Omega report? And then I saw your text and spoke to Frost, and that's why we're having this conversation. Where I wanted to discuss is that I think we need to close this gap when it comes to sensitive shit, so that I talk directly to you. Like, so for example, let's say, hey, we need to close this building down. Hey, such and such person is being handled this way, FYI. We have a way to communicate with high command, right? We have that today, right? Through our little joint email chain.
Okay. Oh yeah.
The normal one, not the other one.
Oh yeah, the big one.
Yes. The what is it called? You know, the interfaction one.
Yes.
Because I don't think this is a big deal, but because I don't want it to necessarily occur again, and I'm sure you don't either, right? You guys work in something, we go fuck something up. I would like to use that more often, but the elephant in the room is, had we done this with Barrick or someone else, it wouldn't have ended well. We'd have 311s about Lang Buddha being a faceless asset.
Yeah. No, I get that.
Okay. Am I tripping here? I don't want to be like talking down to you right now. I feel like I feel like
no. I don't think. I
feel
think
like you sound like I'm like got done yelling at a puppy or something.
No.
I want you to push back. Are you agreeing? Are you disagreeing?
I'm agreeing.
Do you think
however,
this is stupid?
listen,
you know what I mean?
No, right. I'm agreeing. However,
I want to find a solution for these kind of things in future to increase communication, which is.
Well, I think a trusted person like Jenna, who you trust yourself, who's the undersheriff of the BCSO, I understand that you think they should seek information. However, I also think that if a marshal is going to remove their statement, they should be communicated with too.
I never moved their wait. We didn't move their statement.
Remove their evidence, right? Just so that this doesn't happen, and it can be dealt with straight away, and then the context is done. There's no further spoken.
How do you
right?
know? Well, you're presuming that it's her evidence. It's not.
Well, she documented and matched the blood,
Which
right?
The statement didn't come till afterwards. Her statement literally just came in.
Oh, so you didn't? Oh, of course, right.
Yes.
So you couldn't.
We're not going to wait to let someone know before you redact evidence.
I understand.
Yes.
You didn't know who put the blood sample there at the time, right?
And because there is a what's Ventura's rank?
Captain.
Yeah, because 3 members of BCSO were in the cells when this happened, right? Now, if LSPD did it, I could be like, okay, Bean probably didn't tell anyone. Riker was there, Maeve was there, Ventura was there. So I am sort of operating under a assumption that, you know, I don't need to monitor it all either. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And, which once again, I don't think this is a big deal. Reason I came and called you down here is I would in future want to be able to do the following. Hey, this report, we need to hide X person's name, right? So that high command is aware, and they can handle it appropriately, right?
Yeah, no, that sounds perfect.
Okay.
So how do you want to go about ensuring that we can do that?
I don't know. That's why I don't want to discuss with you. You good, Frost? Do you think you're like in trouble right now? You know, I was joking on the phone earlier, right?
No, of course
you
not.
sound so sad. Like this isn't a big deal. I just want to fix it.
I know it's not. No, I'm just.
You sound like you're like
I feel like
disappointed
we're not bouncing
in yourself.
off each other right now. Man, we're just not bouncing.
Yeah, you're. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I mean, obviously these conversations just need to be held in person, right? If there's a situation like this, we just need to communicate verbally in a setting like this, so that we can ensure that the information that you want redacting or whatever it may be.
Are you afraid of me right now?
Absolutely not. No.
Okay.
What makes you ask?
I don't know. You sound like I just got done yelling at my damn dog for like shitting on the ground, and I'm like, it ain't that big of a deal. I already picked it up. Listen, the blood. Listen, look.
I don't understand. I feel I'm being mean. No.
No, you sound like you're like really sad right now for some reason.
Are you gaslighting me right now?
No, like it's just. Are you tired? Like you're not your usual self.
Like it's kind of late, but
are
not
you
like
worried?
super tired.
Are you hiding something? Is there like? Look, let me set the tone here. The reason I told them they didn't do anything wrong is there was. I could tell from Jenna that she was concerned, right? She should not be concerned. At the end of the day, she did her job.
Mm-hmm.
The blood was added, and at that point, it was already GG. Okay? But after that, we just do the best we can to, separate his charges and his relationship so that we're doing our job as we should, which is, what we did, right? So a couple people know it's not the end of the world as long as we complete our due diligence, right?
Exactly.
But in future, right, I want to, in this sort of scenario in future, right, so we're not spending a whole 24 hours of like maybe someone sees this or that, is that any one of us can unilaterally do so and notify, so all high command is aware that there is something happening, like in this case. Like, hey, this situation happening, FYI, Lang stuff is being moved into these reports, right?
Okay.
So that if someone comes to you or comes to whatever, there is no confusion. Because confusion isn't really productive.
No,
right?
It's not.
So okay, what's going on?
I'm like replying, then you're not replying. You like staying silent, and then I don't know what to say.
No,
like you said, confusion is
okay,
not productive.
Wait,
I
what?
said no, it's not.
Frost, what's going on here?
I don't understand.
I said, I've known you for far too long. There is something that I am unaware of. There is either you're worried or like, you're leaving something out or
no, I'm not worried. I just feel like we keep like you stated the aim of this was to get to how do we communicate this. I said we can do this verbally with me or high command.
1 second. Hey, Nakota.
And then we
have you gotten any contact from any other state agencies today by chance?
No.
Okay, there's 3 armored vehicles apparently, 2 Cognoscettis and a baller in front of the FIB building.
What?
Parked up. Yeah. We're on 18.
Yeah, get marshals to go identify, bring Blunt with you.
Okay.
All right, and then let me know how it goes.
All right. Bye.
Keep it to SASM only, just because it sounds like a federal thing until we need to bring others in, given the building.
All right, sounds good.
Make sure everyone is ID'd.
Got you.
Yes, and just look. Based on what I was told by the state, you do not just assume someone is who they say they are, especially in cases where there may be impersonation. And demanding an ID is appropriate, even if someone's flashing some bullshit at you. All right?
Gotcha.
All right. You take care. Bye.
All right, bye.
Oh, my God.
What?
It doesn't stop. Okay. All right. How do we do
That's
that?
what we need to figure out, right?
Yeah, how do we do? Listen, the elephant in the room is we'd probably be doing this already, but fucking LSPD High Command is fucking corrupt. Last time we spoke on something like this, fucking dumb fucks with 311 about it, right? So I'm in between a rock and a hard place because, like, we want to keep our comms up.
No, I figured it out.
Yeah.
You can select BCSO High Command to roll. And we have a joint marshal report that the High Command within the BCSO
it's got to be
email.
the role. No one reads reports.
And then we just make a fucking email, right?
Yeah.
Easy as that.
Joint comms.
Yeah, joint comms. Exactly.
Yeah, because
I can make it right now.
We might need approval for that kind of thing. You know what I'm saying?
We probably will. Yeah. You know, we could just get
because that is the best solution, right?
You're right. It is.
You know, as much as I do, stirring and drama is like the heart of way too many people's things, and I you know, it's you know, this is a small matter, but I hate feeling responsible for that kind of shit, and we need a solution for it.
Yeah, I say. One sec. I just sent you a pitch. I've been working on it.
I want to close out on this because I got other stuff to do as well.
No, I have just closed out on it. It's the pitch I just sent you.
Oh, wait, the pitch?
You see the pitch?
Okay, so it looked like
where is it?
Security, and then
at brianknight.sasm.com.
Mark Walrus is the driver of one of
Emailed
the Cognoscetis.
Don't tell me you're giving up too.
Dude, that's just what do you mean? I am not giving up. That's the idea, no?
I need you to lock it in, man. I need you to lock it in. I got so much shit to do.
We just spoke about that, and I just
poor
gave
Maeve
you the
is probably
suggestion.
freaking out. All right, probably poor Jenna is freaking out, right? Ventura was probably zooted, all right, during the whole thing, and just like, you know, sometimes we'll just be like, yeah, even though he means like I'm fucking on TikTok, all right? And all I'm saying is, can we please just find a way so that these poor souls,
I just found a way. I just told you the way. I was locked in when I thought about it. What do you mean?
No, it's not. It ain't locked in.
That is what you said. I just
listen. I'm gonna tell you. You know what this kind of energy tells me? It says, you know what? Fuck him. All right.
Oh,
we'll bring him.
My God.
No, that's what it says. That's the energy again.
No, it does not.
Yeah, it does. Cause I gotta go and fucking get this fucking raid warrant and shit. All right. And then I got to do all this other shit, okay? And there's barely any hard hands to fucking begin with, all right? And so, you know, I'm just trying to understand.
I don't even understand what you are talking about anymore. You shifted the topic so many times, and we just literally agreed on this. We just agreed on this, and then I emailed you on how we can do it, and now you're telling me to lock in.
Where the fuck is this email? You didn't send it to me. I quite literally don't have an email from you. And they said brianknight.sassim.com. I don't know what that means.
Oh shit! It's really bad what I just did.
What did you do?
Well, I typed in your email, and then it
Okay.
automated to like oh fuck. It automated to like a different email, but it's fine now. Give me 1 sec.
I'll be back, chat.
Right, there we go. There we go. Now it should be delivered to the correct address. See, this is what you could have said. You didn't receive the email instead of beating around the bush.
All right, I'm back with some food. You figured it out?
Yeah, I'll send you it.
Night.
How you doing, Brian?
Pretty good. How about yourself?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good too these days. I've been busy.
Who is this?
William Hunter.
Oh, how you doing, William? Can I call you back?
Sure. All right.
Okay, easy.
Sounds
Chat with you in
good.
a
Call
minute.
me back.
Bye.
Yeah, I'll send you it. I'll send you it. You received it?
Oh, see, yeah, I agree.
Perfect. See, I told you 15 minutes ago I sorted the problem, and then when you started saying I wasn't logged in, I was
you fucking
confused.
sent a DM to some random person, motherfucker.
Oh,
What you
no,
mean?
it's worse than that.
Who did you message?
Well, I typed in your email.
Wait, hold on a second. I know you ain't good. Listen, I knew something's up because clearly something is if you DMing some random ass motherfucker. Like,
Yeah, no. Hey, it's all fine now.
wait, who did you message? I feel bad for Jenna and Ventura because it's supposed to be like a
You see
very
that?
simple conversation, and now they're probably thinking that like
Yeah.
this is something hyper. I don't know why he brought him to begin with. I just wanted to talk to him so we could come with a conclusion and just move forward. He's frosting it up. I'm so
Right. Okay, so that's established.
All right. Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, that was I could have, yeah. Right, okay. So now that we got that figured out, we all good?
I think so. Anything
You
else you
wanna
want to
have
chat
just
about?
you wanna have 2 minutes with these guys just to ease their minds?
Are there mines on ease? I already spoke to Jenna.
Okay.
Yeah. When I said, hey, you and I need to talk, I wasn't expecting you to bring those two. You know what I mean? Which is that making it awkward because now they're standing over there thinking
What are you eating?
something
right now?
happened when I just want to say, hey, how do we fix comms? I know they're probably sitting over there thinking this is about the blood shit, which quite frankly wasn't a big deal. I think, I mean, it is, but not that big of a deal. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Do you want me to bring them over just because you may not remember this conversation, or?
That was very hostile, but yes.
It was, because you're not locked in right now.
No, I am. No, I
No,
was
you're
locked in.
not. You're
You
such
confused
a
me.
liar.
You confused me and made me think I wasn't locked in because of the whole email incident.
No, because
that I
you're
just
like,
did.
listen, you and I have patrolled so much, I know when you get cooked, because you have this, like, change in your voice, where it sounds like you've been awake for, like, 30 hours, and then you used to do this back when you were my PPO, where you try to convince me that you're locked in and you're not tired, but by saying you're not, I know you're lying. And I start questioning. You know what I mean? Hey, Frost, I know you well, just like you know me.
Right, come on. Hey, sorry about that.
All right.
No problem.
That was a technical fuck up. Me being a dumb fuck.
Jenna, I don't know how to put this.
Could you put it louder? I can't really hear you.
I don't know how to put this.
Okay.
I'm thinking about how I'm going to word it.
What are you eating?
That's what I asked and he didn't
Dave's,
answer.
what is it? Dave's like hot fry?
Hot chicken.
Hot chicken? Mm-hmm.
Wait, with your
That's
hands?
cool.
I
Doing
love
that with your
Frost.
hands?
I really do.
You raw dog
I
in
feel
that
like-
Dave's hot chicken right now?
Yeah. I just got done talking to Frost about we need to increase comms with high command. This situation specifically revolving around the blood or anything else in the future. Nobody in high command should be unaware of these things. But I came to the realization, to shoot rather straightly, is the last time myself, Frost, and Angel spoke to LSPD high command involving matters that aren't like black and white, specifically the hell was his name? Barrett Johnson. These dumb fucks went and
It was not a faceless
spammed
asset.
311 saying that not only was Barrett Johnson a faceless asset, but let the entire street know while it was actively a active investigation, right? And I think quite literally since that day, comms on high command when it comes to protective custody or anything like that just went to shit. No, it's not. And as a consequence, we are going to open up comms between BCSO and SASM high command, if it's approved, to kind of resolve that. So if we have a situation like yesterday, someone like myself or whatever can blast it out so that high command knows, so these sort of things can, the time frame for confusion becomes significantly more limited. You know what I mean? So, oh yeah. All right, easy. Oh yeah. I'm letting you know because Frost is half asleep.
I'm not half asleep.
You're 100%.
No,
this
you kept
motherfucker,
gaslighting me. No,
you-
no. I am locked in.
this guy stood around for quite literally 10 minutes saying he sent me a solution and he DM'd some alternative account
Oh, no,
that
it
doesn't
wasn't
belong
a-
to me. Who does it
Oh.
belong to then?
Well, it
What's
belongs to
your deal?
you.
It doesn't belong to me.
No, it does.
Huh?
It's a... Yeah, well, I mean,
You
that
put
doesn't
it in
matter.
my Discordia, you dumb fuck. You're so... See, I told you. This is why I'm repeating this conversation, because Frost may not remember tomorrow. This guy went into
Oh,
my
yeah, it just
fucking
came up.
my personal Discordia and put his suggestion in there instead of my direct email address.
It popped up like above the other one. And I didn't
Yeah, but
realize
you
until
didn't.
you said
Okay.
you hadn't. Yeah, but it took you 15 minutes to say you've
I
not
kept
received the
saying
email.
it. I said, "What are you talking about?" And you said,
Because
"Never
I thought
mind."
you were like fucking playing with me.
Where did you post it?
Oh no, I got rid of it.
Okay.
Okay, so, you want to improve communication? How are you going to do that?
You know, there's like a high command only email chain, but we're gonna make one that doesn't include LSPD until they figure out who the fuck is not going to be corrupt in their department.
Like in the Discordia? Like that one?
I don't know. We got to get a sign off on it. We might not be able to, in which case we got to find another solution. So back in the day, something like this, what would happen is, let's say any one of the departments needed to do something, and that information needed to go to the other departments, right? So, you know, their high command or their command can answer questions. We had a way to do so, but now I don't think any one of us has been using it for probably like 2-3 months. And so I think it's because there's been just so much like inherent distrust between departments that it's just not used. So we're trying to find a better solution to that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think the large part of what attributed to the mass confusion about the shit yesterday was the lack of like context. Like I understand, I think we all understand that there's certain stuff that we're just not privy to information wise. I guess just the base context of like what is happening is like important, because otherwise it's just left in the dark and left up for assumptions. Like, obviously you told me something yesterday, but I was left at that. I've heard nothing from it, and I'm not asking for info from it. But then I wake up today and I see that like there's other stuff happening, and I'm just confused as to what the fuck's happening.
I think it's important that in that moment you give someone like myself a call, or Maeve, who is processing, and be like, hey, what's going on with this? And then getting directed to the answer. So,
well, I mean, it hasn't really affected me, to be honest. Since then, I haven't done anything. I had nothing to do with, you know.
Oh, I thought you said you were personally confused.
No, I was just confused because you were told. Like, I woke up today and I noticed that Springfield removed his like name from the body, whatever. And lacking context is just very confusing as to why that would happen, right? Should it not be?
No, but I mean, yeah, I mean, shouldn't we go to whoever, you know, I mean, you're aware that I ran the scene yesterday, right?
Yeah.
So couldn't you just call me, I guess?
Well, first I wanted to ask Jenna because she was the one that put the statement in, so I wanted to know if she knew about it. And then I just went through my chain, talked to Frost because it's my high command. We talk about, we communicate all the stuff happening. And then I, went about it the right way. I think.
Wait, are you aware that we had him in custody yesterday?
That we had Lang in custody? I knew that he was at the hospital. From then, I know what happened to him. I don't think he got sent up.
Wait,
as far as I know.
What did you think I meant then when I walked up to you after Lang was standing there? I said, we have to keep his name secret because it's going into a different report.
That's not what you said yesterday. No, yesterday you came up to you said, hang on, something's beeping in the back. It's not my brain. But I think what you said was something along the lines of, whatever you saw in there, you didn't see it. Don't tell anybody. There was no mention of like putting in a second report.
It was very direct about the identity.
Yeah, about the identity, but the factors surrounding.
I got you. You didn't. Either way, you didn't recognize it was in reference to Lang. You just kind of
I mean, I certainly didn't know that. I'd processed the evidence, put it in my statement.
Yeah.
I guess I would have liked to have been privy to that since I did collect that evidence.
I didn't even know you collected the evidence, so we just spoke. The
No, I
You
told
were
you
on
on
the
the
beach
radio
yesterday
yesterday.
when she was collecting it.
brother, I dealt with a 10-hour scene that was extremely excruciating. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I understand that, and I can.
I'm
I
not
can
going to
definitely relate to
mentally
that.
like
For
recall
sure.
like that little thing. You know what I mean?
For sure, but I'm just saying from Jenna's perspective, you having been there when the evidence was collected, she can reasonably assume that you're aware of the evidence being collected, right?
No,
And
no, 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 no.
obviously,
I'm just saying I did not know. So just so we're clear, because I think there's a lot of missing context. I didn't move the evidence or instruct it, mind you. I learned about that about 30 minutes prior to me calling you, Jenna, I believe. Right? So there was a lot of shuffling that took place in between all of this. So here is the series of events that took place. So let me just kind of nip this all in the bud. The normal procedure was followed. You know, you went and collected evidence, you put the names in there. Everything's good, right? Early this morning, Maeve, who was aware of the sensitivity of Lang's name, being involved with the faceless, and we all understand why Lang's name shouldn't be in there, right?
I mean, I didn't even know Lang was arrested.
Okay. Okay. Jenna. Oh. Wait. Is no one using any deductive reasoning? Okay. Wait. Who did the DNA? You collected the evidence, but then who put the names in then?
I did.
it's just the process of submitting the evidence. You usually tie whose name comes to the DNA in the body.
I gotcha. Okay. All right. So after Maeve saw that the name was in there, she got concerned knowing that Lang was present, and she contacted Springfield, and Springfield assisted her in putting anything Lang related into a separate report. And then I was alerted about that not too long ago. And then I was told that you might be confused about it, which is why I called you and I said, hey, can we put your report into a separate one, right? The reason for which Lang's name can't be in there is because Ming was hostage and Lang was there for other reasons, and we don't want Lang and the besties to kill each other because we have to protect that from happening, right? I don't know how much
Fair enough.
context I have to give. I'm not trying to,
No, you're good.
yeah. Yeah. So Lang having been found on the scene, the guy went to sleep and then he was transported up here, and after which an interrogation took place. So what happened in between that, I'm uncertain.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Easy. I'm getting really annoyed by this whole conversation.
Well, I appreciate
Okay.
you for clearing that up.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is there gonna be, do you think, any issue with, like, I moved my statement and stuff out of the report, obviously, like you said. Is that gonna, if this gets FOIA'd, this report, do you think that's gonna lead to any issues, or have did you say you were discussing it with someone or something?
Which bit?
About moving my statement and stuff out of the report?
They're not. This is the problem with communication. Communication is two ways.
The blood sample out of the body.
Because I can't help them come to a conclusion if they're being so cagey. You know what I mean? Sorry, say that one more time.
Do you think that like you said that you were speaking to someone about moving stuff into the other report, right? I don't want like this report, for example, to get FOIA'd or something, or end up going to trial and us end up with violations and such from removing the report.
No,
plus removing
they
the
all
blood.
should be a part of the reference, right?
Okay.
Yeah. So the way that it normally works is, let's say we need to redact information, and I don't mean the black letter, but take information that should not be in a regular report that is separated into a different one, like Omega. That's how a lot of the Omega reports are written. And I think you guys all have tags, right?
We should have
no,
Omega.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have any
Yeah.
tags. No.
Okay. And you reference it, right? So that the lead, which is me in this case, as long as I'm aware of the tags, it's good, right? So your report, you're putting it into Omega. When it gets referenced, that report is linking to your other one. So if someone, let's say, needed to bring it to trial, I'm the one producing it, and I would be pulling all that. If, for example, there was a scene that, let's say, I don't know, a different officer ran, and there needs to be something pulled out of it, you would put that at the top of the report.
Alrighty, fair enough.
Yeah. So, it really does. Can I be honest with you guys?
Please always be.
I feel like y'all being like hella cagey right now. What's on y'all's mind? I feel like
Wait,
you
what do you
think-
mean?
You're the cage.
I'm doing a lot of talking. I feel like
Listen.
there's a lot of lack of response. That's why I'm like, what are y'all thinking?
I'm trying to keep track of everything you're saying.
Oh,
I'm gonna be honest, Brian. If in like the hospital when you first approached Bean, it was a Bean, Maeve, and I, whoever. If you had said like kind of what you said now of like, hey, everything having to do with lying, it has to just get put in a separate report, then that's like as much context without actually having context that is like necessary in my mind, because then it's clear. But in the moment, I was just told, hey, just fucking forget you ever fucking saw Lang, which is very confusing.
did you know Lang was in the cells yesterday?
No, I stayed at the hospital the whole time.
I got you. Weren't you there? You were next to Bean in the cells, though.
No, Bean and I were in the hospital watching the emergency, the ICU ward.
You don't.
Up until we left, I never left the hospital having gotten there to moving to Humane Labs. Through like the first bomb threat.
Do you not remember that? Do you remember me, Maeve, and Dark went down to Mission Row PD? And then
I don't know if that's where I guess you guys went there. I don't really know where you guys went. I just was at the hospital the whole time.
We went from the
I am
hospital with
so
Toby
confused
to
now.
BCSO.
I'm mega confused too. I mean, I was only at
Yeah.
Humane Labs. So all of
Yeah.
this is second
I
round.
never went when I got to the hospital after getting medical from going down in Guardian 1. I didn't leave the hospital until we went to Humane Labs. I stayed in the lobby watching the ICU ward. So I had nothing to do with any any processing. Or
I
whatever
am
happened.
so okay. Maybe I'm like completely fucking confused right now because Maeve and Riker were present. We identified it was Lang. Every other piece of information we've only learned about an hour ago. So the only thing that we knew was we had Lang, who may have been on the scene at some stage. And if some dumb fuck goes around, because they do not, value the life of a citizen over, themselves, went and, which has happened. I mean, you guys have seen it happen in the past. Then goes and tells the besties, we are now, as law enforcement, allowing violence on a party, especially given the energy that was there because Ming was in custody, right? So as such, given that he needed to go to sleep, he was simply moved over here, and that was the end of the matter at that point. All this other stuff that I mentioned, we only learned in the past hour or so. As for the blood that was moved, I think that happened last night.
Happened this morning.
Yeah, I thought you were standing next to Bean in the cells. I'm tripping here.
I never left the hospital.
Okay, interesting.
That's why, like I said, context wise, I had no, other than what, after you told me Bean and Maeve in that circle,
Yeah.
I didn't have nothing to do with anything. So I left that with just that, and then I'm confused seeing all this shit,
I see.
You having said now, it's simply he's just going to be in a separate report. That's okay, that's a little more contextual and makes more sense.
Wait, this all makes sense. I think the reason you thought that there was caginess is because you thought we're all on different paths.
Yeah, well, because
you thought that Ventura was there when he wasn't.
Well, no, but Ventura, you were next to me and Maeve when we took his mask off, no?
No.
And she mentioned it was Lang?
I never saw
Maybe
his face.
you didn't hear it, and I thought you did, because, I was at the... Look, there was a lot of shit going on yesterday, right? So you may have even been there, or I may have thought you were there. Or maybe I said something and there's a million fucking voices. Yeah, I don't know. I'm getting gaslit right now. I know.
Sounds like it's all sorted, though.
Yeah, this quite literally wasn't even that big of a deal, to be honest. In the grand scheme of things, I think either way, I do want to see the comms increase, and that's what this conversation was about. Is high command needs to be able to communicate with each other so that these kind of confusions, because think about it, if I wasn't here today, this confusion could have lasted the next 2-3 days. And I want to find a path to that. And that path cannot simply be a report because no one reads it. And it can't be these kind of conversations because this is not efficient either, right?
Can we just get a notepad app or something on our tablets?
I don't know. Yeah. That's why I came up with email, but I'm hoping someone has a better solution.
I mean, yeah, I'm all for communication. I mean, like I said, today I just talked to Frost and Jenna about it, and then we chat to you about it. I didn't think, when I bring shit to you, I feel like you deal with everything, so only go to you when it's necessary.
Yeah.
If we can sort something ourselves,
I'll say for me, if you know my name's on the report and there's any confusion about it, I'd call me directly. I don't know if that's how other people don't.
Done it in the report, then yeah, but since Springfield did it, I wanted to ask Jenna because maybe her and Jenna had a conversation, and and then it's ends there,
I feel like a 5-minute conversation. Hey, do you know what's going on with this? Is closes the gap really quickly.
All right.
Yeah. Okay. Easy.
Fair enough.
I mean, listen, yesterday was a 10-hour scene. Shit moved around. Fucking Lang Buddha, somehow blood on scene and all this other shit. And in the midst of all this, there's a raid warrant being written and FIB doors getting kicked in. So things are going to get mixed around. Okay.
In the future, if the same situation occurs, how do you want that handled?
Specifically, if we have a individual we got to keep sort of off on the side?
Yeah.
I think everyone should operate as they normally should. I think the lead, whoever's running the scene, should make a determination. I don't think there's a singular formula for it. So that's why I'm trying to say listen, at the end of the day, blood was collected. It was analyzed. It's correct. However, that lead, if they determine something needs to move into a separate report, like an investigative report or whatever, they just move it, and just put a reference in there. Some things have been moved to report XYZ.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, I think in the moment, all that would have to be said is just simply like we're going to separate this into a separate report, and then that's all you need to know in the moment.
Yeah,
It kind of like gives the gist of what's happening.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to make it like really clear. I don't think anyone did anything wrong here. It's just a 10-hour scene. How do we increase comms on that? And I'm talking about even myself, right? If I say, hey, I need to do this thing, I need a way to, poke Frost so he's aware. So if you guys go to him, it's like, oh yeah, Knight hit me up and, they're doing this. Or, he posts something and I'm like, oh yeah, BCSO, they're doing it because of this reason. You know what I mean? Becomes like a simple, hey, we're moving all of Lang stuff over here,
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, easy. All right.
Ross, I know.
You said
Yeah.
you said Maeve brought this to you, right? Like initially, right?
Maeve was in the cells. Yes.
And
And
she spoke to you this morning.
she told me she spoke to Springfield and then Springfield handled it. Yeah.
Right, okay.
All right.
Alrighty.
Yeah. Okay, easy. Just to be clear, I don't think she did anything wrong. She followed procedure, right?
Who, Maeve?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Is that all?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
All right. Sounds good. We'll see if Bobby got found guilty or not.
Holy fuck, this feels awkward as fuck, no?
Yeah, I've been wondering, why did you fucking bring everyone? It makes it awkward.
Well, I don't know.
It makes
I just
this
said,
entire
like, we did just
time,
fucking...
like, I'm like, hey, you and I got to talk about something. You bring them. And now they probably were thinking the entire time the conversation was about them to begin with.
Well, I don't have a left hand anymore, These guys are it.
Wait, what the fuck is that supposed to mean?
It was like a metaphor.
He's a righty.
as
Don't make
fuck.
it weird.
Bruh. Am I like fucking insane?